Hello, everyone. My name is Margaret Taylor. Welcome to to Wisdom. And in this particular show, we're going to be talking about how to take the stress out of events. Before we get started with the topic, I want to thank and welcome Divine Creator to us, to be with all of us today, helping us find our way to feeling stress-free as much as possible, and being with us today to receive everything we can from Divine for that purpose. In the meditation coming up soon, it's going to be fun, so stay with us. So I was talking before the show actually got started, and again, if you're here, please let me know and say hi. And if you haven't been getting the show reminders, be sure and sign up for those. I am Margaret Taylor. I'm an intuitive energy healer, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me and talk about and share with us your tips and for how to take the stress out of events. This really can be simple and fun. It requires three things: intention, action, and your imagination. That's it. Intention, action, and imagination. How easy is that? The answer is there's a lot of really easy tips and tricks to take stress out of your day. So I wanted to talk again and ask you, how do you want to feel? When you think about your days and you think about the events, especially at this time of year, here in the US, we've got holidays coming up for lots of folks, and there's a lot of extra planning and cooking and all kinds of, and shopping and a whole list of stuff that is extra over and above what we normally have. And that can create stress if you let it. So when you think about all of those things coming up for you, and you think about who you're going to be with, and maybe what your past experiences have been with those events, think about how you want to feel. Share with us what top word would describe how you want to feel going through all of that. Maybe it's relaxed. Maybe it is peaceful. Maybe it is calm. Maybe it's happy. Whatever your word is, remember it, because we're going to be asking you to use it in a really easy, fun way to spread your word into the events in your life. But before that, I wanted to demonstrate that the way to take the stress out of your life, it's all in the words that you use. So when you're thinking about how those events are now and the contrast between how you want to feel and maybe how you have felt in the past, the question is, why is there a difference? So think about that. Why is there a difference? And I'm going to tell you that it's in the words that you use. And that's what makes it fun and easy to change it. It's in the words. So I want to do a demonstration for you. So if you can, sit up, or if you're standing, just kind of stand still. And what I want you to do is say the words, I feel good. And see how your body reacts to that when you say that. When you say, I feel good, your shoulders go back a little. My whole torso was straighter. I just feel happier. So pay attention to that feeling and those words. And now I want you to say, I feel tired. I feel tired. I feel like I'm slumping. Every time I say it, I'm slumping a little bit more. That is the power of the words that you use all the time. And I want to tell you, I spent most of my life giving my power away. And yes, when you use words that you don't need to, especially about things that you can't control, like the weather, you're giving your power away. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to bring your power back to you, because your power is about living from your heart and your spirit, and your power and the words you use are what lets you live in peacefulness, lets you live in harmony, and lets you live centered. So, another example, one of those things that we can't control, weather. I live in Iowa, where there is 4 seasons, and it's getting cold. And it doesn't really matter what year it is. I always hear people talk about, they hate the cold, or they hate the heat, or darn it, it's raining. So another example about that. Now, I personally can say this with conviction, because for me, it's true. I love snow. I love snow. I love how it looks. I love how it makes me feel. I love snow. Most people can't say that. I've met some people that feel that way about snow, but most people don't. What you can do with something like that is go to neutral. Because instead of saying, I hate snow, I mean, though that makes you feel bad, and those energies inside of you, and they spread out into your day, and they spread out into the people around you. And every time you say things like that, and your body slumps, and your energy gets unhappy, you're giving your power away. You're giving it away to weather, or to other people, or to whatever it is. Keep it with you. So even if you can't go to happy, like me saying, I love snow, I really do love snow. Even if you can't go to that with whatever it is that's going on in your life, go to neutral. Go to something like, oh, it snowed. And then you're off and running on the good things that are going on in your day, right? So you went to neutral. Instead of saying, I hate, go to, oh, it snowed. Change the energy of it. Keep your power with you. These little things are so easy and so much fun to create for yourself. So if you have a handy little trick that you use to change the energy in your world and to keep your power with you, please share it with us. I'd love to know what it was. Hi, Janie. Glad you're here. Hi, Dara. Share your tips if you have one. Let's see. Just trying to think of the story I was going to tell. And it went poof. Oh, well. Okay. Let's move on to the next thing. When you think of an event or a meeting or a place you have to be, and maybe in the past it was something that made you feel anxious or stressed, I want you to think about that place or that event or that gathering or meeting or whatever it is that gives you those feelings of stress. And I want to have you go back to that word when I asked you how you want to feel most of the time. Think about that word of peacefulness or joy or calm. And then I want you to feel the feelings of calm or joy or peacefulness and that energy of that. And it takes away that stress and anxiety, right? So now what you want to do is close your eyes and think about that event and all the stuff that may happen in it. And put that feeling of joy. Just feel it. Just imagine it. You see, this is where your imagination comes in. Is imagine that feeling. It's like it's in the air and it's in the food and it's in the water. It's in whatever. It's in the furniture. It's in everything that people touch. And that feeling is spreading out into wherever it is that you're going that makes, and you're keeping that feeling with you. And that's keeping your power with you. And you're spreading it out everywhere. You're spreading it out into that meeting. You're spreading it out into that family. You're spreading it out into going shopping. And you're keeping it with you. And you're hanging it onto you to it. And you're putting yourself in this bubble of that wonderful energy. And it changes everything. And it changes the people around you too, because they're feeling that energy as well. So when you have these things coming up, these events, these meetings, this list of stuff, whatever it is, think about it. However many times it takes, and use your imagination and pour that energy of harmony or serenity or laughter or love, whatever it is, pour that energy into it and keep it from your heart into everywhere else. And that's going to change how you feel. That keeps your power with you. And you will be surprised and amazed at how it changes everything about that event too. I was talking with somebody earlier. Feeling good is contagious. It really is. I mean, some of the little tricks that you can do are things like just giving somebody a smile, walking down the hall and giving somebody a smile from your heart. You've just changed their day. Maybe a compliment that's from your heart to somebody who never expected it. That stays with you and changes your day too. Those kinds of things are contagious. So as you are able to continue to imagine your world, your life feeling serene, joyful, creative, happy, bouncy, I don't know, whatever words come to your mind, that can become your world. It can become your day. It can become every part of your life because you are intending it and you are taking action to make it happen. And you are using your imagination to create that reality for yourself. That is how you take the stress out of events. It's so much fun to imagine everything going smoothly, everything flowing easily. Whatever works for you, the words and the visualizations can be different depending on what the situation is. Every time you do that, you're keeping yourself and your energy clear. You're keeping yourself in your power. You're bringing your power back to you because you're keeping and staying in control of your emotions. Hey, Karen, how are you? Thanks for being here. So enjoy this imagination. When we get triggered by a family, that's a great question, Janie. What happens when we get triggered by a family member? You know, this is the time of year when that stuff happens a lot. And this is also the perfect timing to be thinking about that. So you've got a family member that triggers you. Take a step back from that And think about why. What is it about them that triggers you? And is it them, or is it something about them that reminds you of you? And this isn't coming out quite right. I would let myself get triggered by people, and I've realized that in some of those circumstances, I was actually judging myself for things that I hadn't accomplished or things I hadn't done or whatever. Sometimes triggering of a family member can be because I've I've had family members and they're just beautiful. I wanted so much for them, and the choices they made were not what I would have picked for them. But when you choose, it's about choice. So you have a family member that makes you feel frustrated, or maybe they're picking on you and you get angry in the past. When you pour love into these situations and you wrap yourself up in love and you step back and you think, okay, this is a member of my family. Do I love this person? You can say, yes, I really do. I love this person. They make me mad, but I love this person. I want good things for them. Then remember that. And maybe you can also say, do they love me? Yeah, I honestly think they love me too. And they want good things for me too. So we may have disagreements about everything. I know politics is a big one. We may disagree about everything except for I love them. I want good things for them. They love me and they want good things for me. And in those things, there's no conflict. So taking that step back and recognizing that at the core of your relationship, there's love, then it can be really easy to say, well, we disagree. And spend only as much time as you have to around them. Do whatever tricks it takes for you to be at peace about that. You can always go to the bathroom, take a deep breath, and laugh about it. There's all kinds of little ways to handle a family member who triggers you. Have fun using your imagination and figuring out what tricks will work for you to lessen that reaction and allow yourself to keep your power with you. Staying angry at somebody, my son told me this. I think I mentioned it in the other show. When I'm angry at someone, the longer I stay angry at them, the more I'm giving them my power. And so when you think about that too, keep your power with you. I know that there is a way when you look at your relationship with that person that you can find a way to keep your power with you, to just wrap them up in love, wrap the whole situation up in love. Picture the old conversations not happening. And maybe whatever it was that this person did or used to talk about that would trigger you, either you don't care anymore because you've decided to agree to disagree, or you can imagine them not even talking about it and just making those assumptions. Maybe you can walk away, go to a different room, Stay away from them as much as possible. There are plenty of ways to keep your power with you and make it fun. Make it a game with yourself to keep your power with you and stay happy in spite of whatever this person might be doing. And maybe they do it on purpose. Maybe they like getting a reaction from you. So you make it a game where you stay happy, you stay relaxed, you keep your power with you. I think that's an excellent, a wonderful example because we've all been in those situations. It's very common. And it's a great lead in into our meditation. The meditation, the intention, and please set your own if you would prefer something different. But I've would like to set the intention that what Spirit gifts us with is a release from stress or anxiety that we might be feeling right now. And in addition to that, for each of us, everyone who views this and participates in this meditation, to receive ideas and suggestions for how to take the stress out of their events, things that will work best for them. Because each one of us are individuals. We all have our own situations and our own histories with all of the people, with all of the places we have to be and the things we have to do. So ask for what will work for you. In the meditation, I'm going to drum. And I want you to please remember that don't do this while you're driving. Don't participate in a meditation when you're driving or when there's anything that's going to interrupt you. Make sure you're safe and in a quiet place where you can relax and let go and allow Spirit, beautiful divine Spirit, gift you with some healing today, releasing some of that stress and anxiety that you might have been feeling. And in addition, giving you ideas for how you personally can easily and with fun take the stress out of your life. So relax, let go, and enjoy this meditation from Divine. Close your eyes. Relax. And allow yourself to feel a deep connection to Mother Earth, like you have roots growing down into the ground, deep into Divine Mother Earth, and that beautiful divine energy is flowing and mixing. You're in sacred space with the wonderful energy of Divine Creator, that beautiful life force energy filling you up with peacefulness, serenity, joy. And you can feel all of your stress and anxiety flowing away into the earth like water flowing out onto the ground. All of it. And as it does, universal life force energy, the beautiful divine energy flowing into you, replacing every bit of that stress energy with love, healing, peace. And you look around at the ground where all of that unhealthy energy flowed. Oh my goodness. Beautiful flowers have sprung up, grasses, so much abundance. It's so glorious. The fragrances are amazing. You realize so much health and wellness, well-being, abundance is available to you as you let go of stress and anxiety. And it feels wonderful. So peaceful in ways you've never felt before. Deep and centered. And you just keep enjoying the blessing, this beautiful healing energy, all colors of the rainbow swirling around you. In and through and around every cell and all the spaces in between. Clearing out chakras, balancing everything. Feels so lovely. And the abundance spreads. You realize that your divine guardian angel is with you. And you walk through these beautiful flowers and grasses and amazing spirits of nature. So full of love for you. The colors, the shapes, the sizes, the fragrances, the sounds made on the breezes. Everything inspires more healing. And you ask your guardian angel, what are some easy ways for me to let go of stress? I'm busy. I have a few seconds here, maybe a few minutes there. My mind's going 20 different places at once. What can I do that is simple, straightforward, easy? Let divine show you the answers or whisper them in your ears. Maybe you'll figure it out in a dream, or a friend will tell you. Maybe you'll suddenly see an article special way or trick to avoid being triggered by some family member or someone at work, whatever it is, your divine guidance team will help you. Your guardian angel knows the answers. The divine show you, tell you, gift you with your answer. Maybe a solution is putting a picture with your word. If your word is serenity, have a picture that matches it. Something that you can imagine in your head and trigger those feelings of serenity instantly wherever you are. Maybe there's a song, music, or the words of a poem, something that will shift you and make it easy to ignore that person that enjoys trying to trigger you. There are many, many ways. Let divine help you. And have fun. Laugh a lot. It makes it so much easier. Laughter may be the answer. Laughter. Beautiful divine light, white light from heaven, flowing through you and around you, integrating everything. Blessings from divine. Holding hands with your guardian angel as you come back. Walking through one more curtain of beautiful healing energy. It feels wonderful. Back into your room, wherever you are. Back into your body. back into your body. Make sure that you move your hands and feet. Stretch. Breathe deeply. Feel yourself all the way back. All the way back. And open your eyes whenever you're ready. I hope you enjoyed meeting with your guardian angel and whoever else came to help you take the stress out of your events. That was fun. So remember, as we wrap up this show talking about releasing stress from your life, the keys are to change the words that you use and the feelings. That allows you to keep your power with you. Visualize, feel how you want to feel. And then use your imagination and laughter and have fun. Bringing in all of these things that you want into your life. It can be a joyful process when you're kind to yourself. Old habits, they're hard to break. Not hard to break. They can take time. And that's where the kindness comes in. When you forget, oh well, this is now how I feel. Be kind to yourself. No beating yourself up. Allow the process of change. Laugh about it. And enjoy the journey. The process can give you even better ideas, things that help you even more for all of the various situations that you find yourself in. So have fun with it. Remember, it's your words. Keep your power. Visualize. Feel the feelings of how you want to feel. And then have fun creating new ways to put those into the rest of your life more and more and more. So that you end up sharing that peace with everyone around you, and they have the blessing as much as you do of feeling that way for a really long time after. Feeling good is contagious for yourself too, and for everyone around you. So when you feel good and you're happy and you keep that no matter what, you might be surprised at how happy and changed that person is who used to trigger you all the time. So play with this, have a good time with it, and enjoy taking the stress out of your life. Thank you for being here for this show. Next week, we are going to be talking about meeting your special shopping guides for Black Friday. So that should be a really good thing. And one more way of taking the stress out of your life, your own guidance team for shopping. How great is that? Thank you for being here. Be sure and sign up for our reminders at www.willowhorserun.org. If you have questions or want to reach out to me for anything, be sure and contact me at margaret.whr@gmail.com. Thank you everyone for being here. Blessings to you.